Alright, time to be a little bit smug here. One of the best feelings in the world is to hear about some kind of problem that a lot of people are struggling with and to realize that it really doesn't apply to me. So about 3 years ago, I started taking control of my eating disorder. I used to have a binge eating problem, and I'd started the journey by regularly doing intermittent fasting. I still fast 16 hours every day, and once a week I'll go on a 24 plus hour fast, sometimes longer. I especially love to commemorate birthdays, anniversaries, certain religious holidays. Sometimes I have a friend who has a religious fast, and I'll just go on a fast with them in support, even if I don't really agree with the religion. I love fasting, so it adds up to at least one or two of those long fasts every week. And here in 2022, food prices are going through the roof, right? And but yet I'm spending less money on food today than I did 3 years ago, just because I'm taking control of my eating. A lot of people eat a lot more food than they really need, right? And when I hear about food prices going through the roof, it doesn't hurt me so much compared to how it might hurt somebody else who's still dealing with binge eating problems, or how it might have hurt me a few years ago when I was still binge eating. It's just such a nice feeling to hear there's this problem out there, but it's not really affecting me as much as somebody else, right? Now, I was listening to the radio this morning. Right now, during the pandemic, the average person gained how many pounds? The joke was that it was 19 pounds, right? The COVID-19, 19 pounds that you gained during quarantine, right? So there's a lot of commercials for weight loss surgery, for all sorts of diet plans, all sorts of fad diets also. You turn on Facebook, and every other day there's somebody going on some kind of weird diet plan. And I don't have to listen to all of that, right? I enjoy my fasting. In fact, ever since I started fasting, my life has been so much more colorful now that I do other things besides mindlessly eat. And it's just not applicable. Now, I have been happily single for 12 years now. I like to say solosexual. Actually, I work at a tutoring center. One of the students recently learned about LGBTQ, and she asked me, do you know anybody who is LGBTQ? I said, well, I guess I am. I'm solosexual. And she instantly, this is a 12-year-old girl, she instantly understood what that meant. And that gave me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling that's been opening up. So I go out on Valentine's Day. I go to see two movies, Moonfall and Jackass Forever. And as I'm going to the theater, I hear a guy and his girlfriend arguing about something trivial. I can't even remember what it was about. And I think, oh God, that's not applicable to me. You know, I hear about people who are spending a fortune on dating, and not applicable. That's just the best feeling in the world, to hear all these social problems out there, and for one reason or another, they don't seem to apply to you. Oh yeah, a big one. At the beginning of the pandemic, you know, I had been doing intermittent fasting for a number of months there. I've been taking control of my immune system. And to some extent, COVID-19 itself was almost not applicable to me, right? It's just one of the best feelings in the world, to see all this strife out there and to see people struggling, and it doesn't apply to me, right? Have you ever felt that way?